Now we're going to show a few other features relating to usage targets, association preferences, and enforced breaks. These features constrain how a person and when a person can be scheduled, either manually or by the automatic scheduler. And by setting these up against a person or against a role member, they mean that the scheduler doesn't have to remember all of these constraints when they're doing the scheduling. Let's have a look, for instance, at service leader. These are all the service leaders. You'll see that they have a target of 2.4 times. That means Smartroster's worked out how many time slots are available in the 3-month schedule period and determined that because of that and the number of people, each person needs to serve 2.4 times. Now, if I change the usage target, for instance, I'll select David. Let's say that he's an important service leader and he needs to serve 2 times a month. So we're going to select 2 times a month, select OK. I'm just going to remove this enforced break for the moment. And you'll see that his target's gone up to 6. And the actual average for everyone else has in fact gone down. Because he's being used more often, there are less time slots available for everyone else. So Smartroster's worked out that everyone else will need to be scheduled a little less often. And now indeed, if we do a quick automatic fill, you'll see that David Anstey is in fact being scheduled a little bit more often than everyone else. You'll see that this is the target and he's in fact been scheduled 6 times and everyone else has been scheduled roughly 2 times, a couple maybe less often. So that's in fact met that requirement. However, that doesn't say that he needs to be the first or the second or third, and those 2 times could be distributed evenly and differently. Another option is instead of using a usage target, you can specify a pre-assigned schedule. In this case, you want to schedule a person exactly on a specific repeating schedule. So let's edit him and add a particular frequency. Let's say I want him to be on the 1st and the 3rd Sunday of every month, and I want him on the whole day. So he's going to be on every service on the 1st and 3rd leading. I could actually restrict that just to one of the services by changing the time, but let's say it's for the whole day. Okay, so now I've added this pre-assigned schedule for David. Click OK. Now you'll see that he is appearing in green. Now green name means a pre-assigned name, and you'll also see that he is occurring. Actually, what I'm going to do is just clear the schedule so we can see it a little more clearly. There you go. So the 1st and the 3rd, 15th, he's appearing on the AM and the PM, 1st and the 3rd of each month. So that's a pre-assigned. That's a pre-assignment for David. It's automatically adjusted the target in this case because he's on quite a lot. So everyone else now has been adjusted down automatically, so they can only be on an average of 1.6 times. In actual fact, of course, we know some will be scheduled once, some will be scheduled twice. But over a longer period of time, that would average out to 1.6. The other feature that's useful to mention is the enforced break. I'm just going to remove this pre-assignment for David Anstey. An enforced break is the number of days between the times that person is scheduled in that specific role. So if I put put 30 days. I took 30 days. Then if David Anstey is scheduled